Well, good morning, everyone. Good morning. I'm thankful that you guys are with me, man. I tell you, I'm thankful for another day, another chance. Today didn't have to start with us in it, but it did. And I'm gonna rejoice and be glad. I tell you, I thank God for it, and I thank God that you're in it too, and have the ability to watch what I got to share with you this morning. And I'm so thankful for all of you guys. As I always say, I'm thankful for you guys watching the videos and stuff like that, and comment, liking, and sharing. I really appreciate you doing that. So having said that, well, I thought about, I had a grandson, right? And this is many years ago, man. I mean, it's probably 10 years ago, maybe. And, he probably was maybe six, I guess, maybe 6 or 7 when he said this. But I was uh, doing some work. I was doing some work in the yard, and he matter of fact, I was using a push lawnmower to cut some grass, and he was like, "Papa, I can do it. Let me do it. Let me do it." And I said, "Man, you ain't big enough to push this lawnmower. You know what I mean? And it's a lot harder than what it looked like. I can do it. I can do it." And so I got out the way and let him get behind that push lawnmower, and I guarantee you, he didn't get far down the yard before he realized he couldn't do it. And he backed up off and let me go ahead and handle it from there. And what that made me think about is, isn't that how we are with God sometimes? We have stuff in our lives where we be like, I got it. I got this, God. I got this, and only to realize that, um, that we actually don't have it, and sorry about that light, and actually to realize that we don't have it without Him leading and guiding us. And sometimes we don't realize till we get out there and we try stuff, and it's like, but unlike my grandson, what we'll do sometimes is he recognized that he couldn't do it. He recognized that this is too big for me. I'm just not strong enough to do this, to push this lawnmower myself. And but unlike him, we look at things in life and it's like our pride, and I'm saying it's probably pride, that it'll have us like, we'll see that we're not, we can't do this, on our own, but yet we keep just, like running into that wall, when we really need to be just saying, you know what, God, okay, I see that I don't have the ability to do this apart from you. So, I'm gonna give this thing over to you and believe for you to strengthen me to be able to, to do this. And because I always say, it's no shame in trying to do stuff on your own. Because sometimes when we try to do stuff, we realize that we're not able to do it on our own. But I think it's, when we try it and we see that, we can't do it on our own, then, it's like, okay, so maybe you really do need God in your life to handle that. And with my grandson, it was just pushing the lawnmower that he saw me doing it, so he figured he could do it. But he didn't realize that I had strength that he didn't have. And that's what we have to realize. Sometimes we see people doing things in their lives, and we wonder why it looks so effortless for them. And I believe that as far as believers anyway, Christians, it's the power of God that's in their life that's allowing them to do that. And, but everyone has that same power available to them if they'll just accept Christ Jesus in their life, and that's my belief. And like I said, that's my opinion, that, from what I believe is that, that's the way to go, to accept Him in your life. And it's going to give you the ability to accomplish things that apart from Him, you wouldn't be able to do it. And then you begin to see things in your life that you're like, wow, I just thank God for it, and I'm not, just saying one thing in particular, just different things in life that when you recognize that, you're not able to do it on your own. So, I just wanted to share that with you guys this morning that, let's not be, that child of God that, you see that you're not being successful. You see that something is not working for you, but yet you still won't give it to Him. You know, you keep trying to do it on your own. And many times, I think that's what we do with relationships. We want to have relationships. We want to have, godly type relationships, but not have God in it. And so we keep trying and we keep saying, ain't no good women out there and ain't no good men out there. And the truth of the matter is, you keep trying to do it on your own. And instead of asking God to guide you in that area. And I mean, yeah, we can, and we can still have situations where everything don't be exactly the way we want it, but at least if we putting him in the front of our thinking when we make decisions to do stuff like that, to be, in committed relationships with people and stuff like that, we can trust him and believe on him to give us what we need to make it work out. But, what happened is we'll get our feelings hurt and we'll start saying stuff like, ain't no good men out there, ain't no good women out there. And really and truly, deep in your heart, that's not true, But you just keep trying to find somebody on your own and keep on attracting the very thing that you don't need. But anyway, so I just wanted to share that with you this morning that as far as us as being believers, let's ask God for guidance in the things that we do instead of just looking at something and thinking you can do it on your own. Don't be so prideful that once you realize that, that you can't, that you take it to the boss. I call the Lord, take it to the boss and see what, what he got to say about it and stuff like that. And you might find out that that wasn't even something you were supposed to be doing anyway. But anyway, so you guys have a great day. Enjoy your weekend. It's beautiful outside. Like I said, as always, run with the sun in your face and the wind at your back, man. And everything you need and desire is in front of you. It's in front of you. Let's go, man. Let's go.